What's going on, guys? Miami here with JST, and I'm at the beautiful Wade Studio in Orlando, Florida. As you can see, this is not my typical setup, but I'm here shooting some stuff with Andrew because he has a new plugin that came out called the Andrew Wade Bus Glue. And if you're familiar with that series, you know that it's typically for people that want to get to a quick result, and it has a lot going on under the hood, but it's kind of broken down into simple parameters so that anyone can understand it. The one thing I wanted to do when I started this video was to have the same experience you guys do when you download a plugin and you see people hyping it up online and you want to know what it's about, but you don't know if it's going to sound great because, yeah, of course, the producer is going to make it sound good, right? Because everything that they do sounds good. Well, I've never touched this before. This is my first time doing this, first time on Andrew's computer, first time for a lot of things. And I have this session open right here. It's Andrew's session of a song he made for this to showcase the plugin. Andrew's a great singer, by the way. And we're gonna dive into this and see, is this plugin actually idiot proof? Like, can anybody open this thing and get something to sound good? Can we make it sound terrible? We're gonna go through a bunch of things and we're gonna try and do that in a pretty quick amount of time. So I'm gonna hop into the drum module now. So when I was writing this song, I was deep in thought sitting on Lake Erie. No, I had nothing to do with this. This is Andrew's track. We're gonna solo the drums now. Let's get to it. As you can hear, the drum stem already sounds good. I'm going to throw on this beautiful Bus Glue drums plugin, like the little AW signature at the top. Isn't there a soda that kind of looks like that or something? You can hear how punchy it's getting. I'm gonna add a little of the classic compression. I don't know what that's doing, but it sounds good. Bypass it again. So that's really bringing those drums out. I'm gonna add some lows to this. I love how, like, in our plugins, it has like a definition in the bottom of the plugin, and for this, you click on low and it's just like tone low. And you click on the other one, it's like high, it's like tone high. It's like, all right, well, here we go. It's doing what it says it was supposed to do. I've been following Andrew Wade for a long time, so I feel like I already know what this transient shaper is gonna be doing. Let's take a listen to that. Sounds great. And now the saturation. I wouldn't use that much saturation, but just for the sake of it, let's turn all the knobs up. Got a cool little pumping effect there. I'm gonna throw some bass on top of that. Let's see what we got. All right, song's done. That was great. Thank you, guys. No, I'm messing around. This bass glue? Is that what? No, this bus glue. No, this bus glue. It actually has two different settings for it. So you could use this as the glue for the bass bus or everything that's like, you know, like a sub bass or like a synth bass or something all going to a bus, or you can create a tone with it. So you're kind of getting a tone forge out of this, low key, bass forge. I'm gonna add some of this low compression in the bass enhancer. Add the drums. Now, if you guys have followed any of the stuff I've done online for years, you know that I've typically always split my bass, but I don't feel the need to do that right now. It's kind of cutting through the way that I want it to anyways, and it's giving the clank and having a clean low end. And I think that has to do with this bass enhancer feature. I don't know exactly what's happening, but now we're gonna add on these guitars. So let's find the section where that's happening. So I guess the guitars were happening that whole time that I was talking. I just had them muted. Low cut and high cut, pretty obvious here. It's metal. Oh, it stops at 10,000 hertz here. So, you know, usually 10 to 12 is around where you're going to cut off anyways, which is why I always leave it at a nice 11, just in case. Good start. Okay, I like this attack knob already. And, you know, I know what this is kind of doing. This is like that Waves plugin. TransX. That's what it, yeah. Uh-huh. So what this is doing is it's kind of making the beginning of all your phrases be super transient rich. So it's giving like a perceived loudness. It might technically just for an instant be louder, but it's making it feel louder every time that it comes in. Yeah. Let's scoop some of these mids. One thing too, I don't know this room super well, so if you guys don't come after me if some of this is a little bit off right now. But I like how it's sounding right now. All right, and now let's go to these vocals and see what's going on.
It stays with me. It's another fallback and up at the wayside.
Yo, this dude can sing, man. Andrew Wade can sing. He's cooking. Might have been able to have an Andrew Wade vocals, man. This is good.
It stays with me. It's another fallback and up at the wayside.
Let's crank all the knobs and just see if we can make it sound like crap. Let's see.
I need someone.
It's funny because you could totally use this as an effect in a song, and it's not that it sounds bad. I wouldn't use it on the entire track, but if you just pull that saturation back, you could just leave this.
Another fallback and up at the wayside. I need someone to end this night. I'm lost in my head. I've got nothing left.
What's happening with these keys? One thing I want to talk about is the composition of this also, because I know that has nothing to do with this, but there's so much movement happening, like between the bass and the keys here. The pulsing is really pushing the song forward, and it's making it easy. Now we're gonna excite these keys a little bit with this bus glue keys here, and make them come out. I'm assuming push is gonna kind of compress and narrow it in a bit. And now you can just kind of sit and balance this thing, really. Well, actually, I'm forgetting another one of the plugins on here, Bus Glue Mix. I should probably balance it before I do this, but nah, let's just see what happens. All right, so one thing, the transient shaper is going a little over the top here, now that I'm listening back. That's better. Before it was like, too much. Let's dial it back a little bit. Go back to the bass. Rhythm. And that would be my first look and deep dive into this. Can you make it sound bad? I would say not really. If you mess around with the parameters of a bunch of these things, you might be able to get something that you wouldn't want to use as a desired effect for an entire song, but there's a place for it somewhere. And there was one thing on these guitars though. Because I didn't mess with this resonance knob at all. I skipped that because I didn't even think it needed more listening to it. Okay, be careful of that. Be careful of that resonance knob because that will mess something up. I can tell that. See what I mean? And there you have it. That's my first look at the Bus Glue series, and my thoughts are that for my use and the kind of music that I've done for years, I would find this to be the most useful for me. And I think that's because I kind of learned a lot from Andrew coming up. I've been watching him since I was, basically a kid, learning how to track guitars properly and how to get the right DI signals, the type of load boxes that I was using, the reamp boxes, the DI boxes, how important picks were. I was there in 2014 when he made the Creative Live and talked about the tone pi. So it's kind of a beautiful thing to be able to sit in this chair now and be a part of this experience for something that he's created. So that's my take on this. It is idiot proof. If you're an engineer on the come up, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. You only have to do it one time, and tap that bell for notifications so when a video drops, you know the location. Until next time, my friends, I will catch you later.